Hello everyone, this is H the Husky here, and this is going to be the second game. I guess I don't need to do my intro if it is game number 2, but regardless, this is the second game between Fnatic MSI KR, which stands for KawaiiRice, and you can see KawaiiRice completely prepared, not even knowing if it's a best of 5 or a best of 7. So good luck to you, KawaiiRice, though, in the remainder of the series, as he is currently down 1-0 versus his green Protoss opponent over here, ONEGatored, which I keep wanting to say Gatorade, and it's not because I'm drinking Haterade, it's just because that name is really close to Gatorade, so I do apologize. And I realized after casting that last game, it was so action-packed that I was not able to read these players' stats. So, KawaiiRice is currently ranked 211th on the Grandmaster League, excuse me. And I believe a lot of his games are practice games against his teammates, though, because he is on the clan Fnatic. So he didn't have that many games. It was only 37 wins, 18 losses, which is still a 67% win rate. But I have a feeling he's been playing a lot more games than that. I also have a feeling that tonight's going to be a good night because of these epic games we're about to witness. But regardless, Gatored, who I kind of want to cast more after seeing that first game, is ranked 15th on the Grandmaster League. This is, of course, on the North American servers because this is the North American WCG for the qualifiers, and or at least the American. But regardless, ranked 15th, 323 wins, 164 losses. That is a 66.3% win rate. So overall, the win rates are almost identical, but there's way more games under Gatored's belt, and also he is much higher ranked. So just based on the numbers alone from this season, I would say that Gatored is the favorite to win here, and Gatored has had some success in tournaments as well as being a coach to teach lower players how to play the game. And KawaiiRice, though, he's been around since beta, man. I remember watching his streams and stuff like that all the way back in the day. He has had a little bit of success as well. He's never really been a top ranked player as far as competitive scene goes, but I mean, anytime you're in the top 200, you're always just that little bit away from being a recognized player that everyone loves and becoming a fan favorite and a skill favorite as well. What is it called if you're a favorite to win based on your skill level? Is it a skill favorite? Because I always say fan favorite, but to me that's like which player the fans like the most. And it does look like KawaiiRice gonna be going for an extremely early expansion here, and this means one of two things. I'm sure it means much more than that, but in my simple brain it means one of two. Either the Protoss player needs to expand ASAP to keep up with this, or the Protoss player needs to put on some early pressure to try and punish this. Now, I have seen a lot of games where Terran players fast expand, and the Protoss can really lock it down if they decide to be aggressive. Now, if the Protoss player does decide to expand, his worker count and expansion timing will be a little bit later than his opponents. There goes the additional 2 racks. This is so standard from KawaiiRice. But essentially, I'm trying to think of a time where a Terran player went for some sort of 3 racks push or even a 2 racks heavy aggression build, and the Protoss player was able to turn around and kill the Terran. That doesn't usually happen, but it does put the Protoss, or the Terran, excuse me, a little bit behind in economy. But when a Terran player does this sort of expansion build, you can see him setting up a bunker already, it does put him at risk for getting crushed by the Protoss. We'll see if that's what's going to happen here or not. Nope, it's probably not, as the expansion for Gatored is going down right now. But 2 Marines surprisingly getting hacked down already. So this one Zealot and Stalker doing a surprising amount of damage. This is really why you need to get at least 1 Marauder in a situation like this. Wow, Gatored just tore that apart. This is what I'm talking about, is a fast expand Terran. If you get greedy with it, trying to expand before you have a bunker, trying to expand before you have a Marauder out or anything like that, you can see units lost tab, 5 Marines getting just cut down in their prime. They didn't even get to try out their shiny new armor and guns yet. And that did allow Gatored to safely expand. And while the command center for KawaiiRice is just landing, Gatored's is just now finishing as well. So really the timing of that is pretty darn good for Gatored as he's transferring over those workers right now. And KawaiiRice is continuing to get Marines here. I don't see any add-ons until just now at 6.5 minutes into the game. So we do have the Tech Lab going to be going down right now. And I'm interested to see, is he going to go for Marine upgrades? Because right now that's the only add-on he's got. So if he wants to get Stim Pack and Combat Shields, that is going to take quite a while just because those upgrades take forever. What's he going to get out of this tech lab? That is the question of, I would say, the hour, but really everything in StarCraft happens within minutes. So that is question of the second, as he does have Stim Pack on the way, and just you know, don't get too excited because that's not going to be done for an extremely long time. It seems to me like KawaiiRice is literally just going for Mass Marine, and I don't know if this is going to work against a player of Gatored's caliber, especially since he has so many sentries here. Can easily cut that army in half, plus that Guardian Shield right here is pretty good against Marines, reducing that incoming damage quite a bit. And if you can get the armor upgrade for the Zealots, then really it negates a lot of the damage. However, KawaiiRice is going to be going for that +1 attack and may just move out right when Stim is done. You can see he doesn't have additional gas at his expansion, and he does have units mining gas here in the main base, and that's because he is going to follow this up, believe it or not, with Marauders. So he does have some Marauders on the way, as well as another tech lab. And I'm thinking that KawaiiRice is going to be aggressive here simply because he doesn't have any reactors, just tech labs. He also has a Ghost Academy on the way, so I'm really not sure exactly what KawaiiRice is doing here. I mean, he is getting, I'm guessing, for Ghosts, may try and EMP all these sentries and do a really weird timing that the Protoss won't be ready for. But guess what? Protoss is moving out, man. It's 80 supply for Protoss versus 65 for Terran. Although it looks like 4 of that is going to be worker supply advantage. But KawaiiRice does have one bunker trying to desperately throw down a second. It may be a little too late, though. KawaiiRice already destroying these rocks. Not sure the point of that, but here comes the attack. You see the Stalkers in the back, Sentries in the middle, and Zealots in the front. Here comes the attack right now. Nice force fields. They're going to prevent all the SCVs from getting down there to repair that bunker. Another force field up there, making a nice wall. And again, KawaiiRice, I had no idea what he was doing this game, as he got so many Marines and those force fields. That is definitely a play of the week, I would say. Just trapping every single SCV from getting down there, even doing the clutch force field right here, preventing reinforcements from getting down there, as well as the SCVs. And there is going to be the GG, and really, that was absolutely perfect game sense from Gatored there. I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, but I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to go ahead and go back and re-watch that just to see exactly what happened, because you know what? This is 2011. We have the technology for instant replay in video games. So here comes the attack right now. And I'm gonna play it in slow motion. You can see KawaiiRice trying to react. He is gonna bring his SCVs over, but the delay is just too much. The force field's perfect, blocking all those units. The SCVs are like, oh, okay, we'll go up here from this side. Nope, not gonna happen. Even force fielding right here, if this is canceled, none of the units can get out of there. Marines worthless against Zealots with the Guardian Shield in this scenario. And the +1 attack did not even finish. Looks like it was about to finish in 10 in-game seconds. But that does him no good at this stage of the game. So Gatored, man, watch out for this guy. He's currently up 2-0 against KawaiiRice. And we'll see if KawaiiRice is going to be able to take a game off of him or not. He could get 3-0'd here. We're going to find out in game number 3.